So, those of you that have been following me know what's going on. The others that are just tuning in, I've been doing a challenge where I have reverted back to walking 30,000 steps a day or more. I also added in fasting to try to drop some weight as quickly as possible. Fasting is not new to me, not exactly. I also did a 40-day fast previously and a few short um, up to 10-day fasts. And this one, I told you right from the get-go, I didn't know how long I was going to fast for, but I was going to try to do it for about half as long as I was doing the 30,000 steps. Well, I hope I didn't disappoint you too bad, but at least I hope you're not as disappointed in me as I am in myself. I broke my fast today. I didn't even mean to. I was making the kids lunch, and it was this new recipe, and I just wanted to make sure that they were going to eat it because it smelled odd. So I just didn't even think about it, and I took just a little bite, and that little bite ended up within like less than half a second ended up being like 4 humongous freaking bites. And I'm like, oh no, what did I do? I just did that, and it was like a shark, like shark to water after scenting blood. It was horrible. It was bad. I know I messed up. So I only made it like 8.5 days on this fast. I think that I would have made it longer had I had. I use diet sodas as a crutch. Me and my dad, we both do. I didn't have any. What with COVID going around, I can't find my favorite around here, and I haven't been able to actually get out because the kids have been sick, and I didn't want to risk them infecting anybody if they did have something a little bit more serious than the common cold, because the symptoms are the exact same. So I decided to keep them home until they were asymptomatic, which means that they weren't coughing or sneezing or anything like that. And still not there yet. So, my new plan as of right now. Now, I didn't completely lapse. Like, I did mess up the fast part, but I did not I didn't just assume it was all a horrible day, let's go ahead and just blow it kind of day. I didn't, oh, I lost one little battle, so now I'm just going to throw the war. I did get my steps done. I got 30,500. So 30,500 and some more above that steps done today. I am still kicking my butt about breaking the fast, but to be honest, things happen, and I would be pretty hypocritical if I held myself to a higher standard than I do my viewers. And when I tell my viewers when they have a slip up, if you want to keep fasting after that, just start over. Just continue where you were. It's fine. Just keep going. And because I'm not where I want to be, I am most likely going to try to get out uh, probably Monday, to be completely honest, maybe tomorrow, and go to the store and get what I need to really make a good go at this, because I'm planning on trying to fast the rest of this weight off. It's not like I'm super humongous and oh my goodness, I just killed myself by hi Heidi. I really hate that this is the video that you decided to chat me on. Why couldn't you like hit me up before and give me like extra motivation? Like yesterday, that would have been good. Or early this morning. I didn't even do a video early this morning anyway. I was doing the lives where I was just streaming like Dad does. I'm okay. I'm not the best. I'm sitting here kicking my own butt. Can't you tell? Like, I feel horrible. I broke my fast. I only made it 8.5 days. Because I was making this new recipe for the kids and I wanted to make sure that they would eat it because they've been kind of like sick lately and I've been babying them a little too much. So I was just gonna try just this little bit, and it didn't even dawn on me that that was gonna break my fast because I did it without even thinking about it. I just like picked it up and like licked the spoon real good. There was just like a few little pieces on there, and because it was like that, it was just like nom nom nom. That I'm like, oh, I'm a monster. Oh gosh. But good news is the recipe was a success. It was pretty tasty. Bad news is that means I got to go through the first 3 days again. Yeah. Yeah, but when you. I can't even blame this on anybody but me. Like, I wasn't thinking, but I should have been. Like, I know that I should have been thinking. But I was more concerned with the fact that, like, I got a lot going on. And I was more concerned with that and getting stuff done than I was actually focusing on the fast. I should have been focused on it, but I wasn't even thinking about it, to be completely honest. It was just a normal day. It was beautiful outside. I went, I cleaned the barns, I cleaned the bunny cages, I made a space for my car if I can actually get my car de-iced to see if I can back it into my barn. Yeah, but I feel like I let everyone down because I was like, well, I don't know how long I'm going to fast for, but I'm going to try for another week. And like, I made it, what, 2 days past then? Maybe? Not even? I think this is the second video since then. I feel horrible, but at the same time, what happened happened, and I can't take it back. It's not like I can just be like, oh yeah, I fixed it. First off, I don't think that that would work, and second, I don't have a gag reflex like that. Well, thank you. Hugs are appreciated. Anyway, I don't know. I don't think that I did horrible because it's not like I ate like 4,000 calories or anything like that. I didn't even get near that. I probably got close to 1,600 a day, maybe. I don't know. I ended up taking a few bites and then I ended up putting myself a little bowl of it. So, I mean, if you're gonna fast, then yeah, let's do it. If you actually wanted to fast before now and you don't just feel guilty about it, don't feel guilty for me because it was my own mess up. I know that I did it and I take all the responsibility. Yeah, no, see, the holiday weight is the only reason that I feel the need to fast because I was completely happy with the way I was shaped. Like, even now, I don't feel horrible. Like, I don't feel like I look horrible. And I mean, I guess I'm a little bit thicker than like what most people would find attractive, maybe, but you've got to think I started the year at 204 pounds, so staying around 150 to me is perfectly acceptable. Well, thanks, Heidi. I was really down, but now I'm just like, it happened. I'm just gonna deal with it and move past it. It's just like everything else. Uh, Actions have consequences. My actions were really stupid. They weren't really well thought out, and we'll deal with it. But to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, the fast wasn't even going to be part of my freaking challenge. Me and Dad had talked about it. I was just going to do, I was going to up my step count and go back to eating healthy come the new year. Dad was completely shocked that I was even fasting to begin with because I mentioned it. I was like, oh yeah, how's your fast going? And he was like, it's fine. I said, oh, well, mine's doing good too. And he's like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm fasting. I'm on like day 6 now. And he's like, oh, okay, I didn't know you were fasting. So I just decided that I wanted to lose the weight as quickly as possible. And I remember fasting did it really well in boot camp. And I was thinking, well, I'm bumping my steps up anyway. Might as well go ahead and throw a fast in there and see how many calories I can burn out as fast as possible. So, I mean, technically, it's okay. Uh, Yeah, yeah, actually, I was planning to start back by Monday at the latest, and that's only to possibly give me time to get my stuff together. But to be honest, I might just go ahead and start in the morning uh, and just deal with it. Like, I have no type of crutch here, though, and you know, me and Dad were big on the diet root beers and stuff like that as a crutch. And I was gonna make me some zero sugar, using only stevia sweet tea to help me get through it because I'm a Southern girl, and people drink a lot of sweet things. So, but yeah, no, I'm fasting's probably gonna be on and off. Yes, I know I love the sodas, and everybody's just like, "That's gonna give you brain cancer," and I'm like, I don't exactly believe that, but everybody's got to die of something. And if I'm dying something because of like years down the road because I drank too many sodas. I mean, I've already drank so many that if I'm gonna get it, I'm probably already gonna get it anyway. Apparently not correctly. Apparently that's how I prepare food. It's incorrectly because I was just like, you know what would be really good? Let's go ahead and try this new recipe. And I tried this new recipe for them because they haven't been eating what they normally eat, and I'm trying to get them to eat more because they have been acting weird and not feeling super good. And they've got a little bit of a cough, so I'm kind of worried about that. And I wanted to make sure that they eat enough because you need to eat to stay healthy. So I bumped them up on the mommy milk. So in the last like 2 days, these kids have went through 56 plus 8, so 64. Yeah, 74 ounces of breast milk. And it actually seemed to help because Bella was seeming feverish a little bit before, and she wanted to sleep all day, and she ended up sleeping on me for 5 hours out of the day. And I gave her some mommy milk, and it brought her fever down, got her to where she wanted to play again today. So that was really good. I was happy to see that. Yeah, no, I was a little bit worried about it. This would be the second time she's ever been sick, ever, because she was solely breastfed for over a year. She didn't even have a bite of solid food. I let her tell me when she was ready. Um, and she just wasn't ready. And then when she was, she started nibbling off my plate, and she just went from there. And because I nursed her for so long, she never got sick. She never had the sniffles. She never had the sniffles, never had a cough, never had a runny nose, nothing. She was completely healthy. But when I started weaning her, she got sick. And then I gave her some mommy milk, and I gave Jake some mommy milk, and they got better real quick. And then this time she got sick, and I brought the mommy milk back out after I let it. I let their bodies try to fix it for several days, and it wasn't working. So I brought the mommy milk out, and now they're back to playing. So Jake ended up. I stopped nursing him when he was a little over 2 months old. Uh, my ex-husband's family was extremely against breastfeeding. They hated the thought of it, and it seemed like it was a sin. They actually yelled at me because I went outside of church to nurse my daughter. So they ended up causing me to dry up with Jacob. I know, and I went outside of the church and sat in the just right inside the entrance so that I wasn't out in the full view of public, and I wasn't being able to be seen by anybody at church, but I could still hear the sermon. Because there was a chair out there and it was in the corner. Nobody could see it, but I still got in trouble. I don't know. But they pushed formula feeding with Jake for the longest, but with Bella, that was the one thing that I refused to give on because I knew that after the way everything went, that she was most likely going to be my last baby, and I needed to give her that chance, and I went through so much trouble with Jake because he didn't respond well to formula. We went through specialist after specialist after specialist because he had belly issues because he couldn't digest the formula. And he ended up with really bad reflux to the point where he would be in his car seat. It was dangerous. We were just driving and he would just projectile vomit everywhere. And he would when you are on your back like this and you projectile vomit, some of it does come back and you start coughing and you choke. And it was dangerous. But anyway, so no, I made them mommy milkshake. So I put it in there and I put a few drops of imitation vanilla and a little bit of chocolate in some of the cups and shook it up real well for them. And I call it mommy milkshakes. That was their treat. They'll drink it just plain normal, but I mean, it's no different to them than it would be if I gave them dairy milk. It's human milk. It's actually made for human babies. So um, it actually has a lot more antibodies and stuff like that in it. So it's good for them. Huh. Well, thank you, Heidi. Um, anyway, so yeah, no, I guess I'm most likely going to start my fast again tomorrow because I feel lousy, to be completely honest. And after fasting for so long and then just eating random food, like my belly kind of hurts a little bit. Like not in a painful way, but like in the uncomfortable way. It makes me feel like nauseous. So I'm probably just going to jump straight back into fasting and fast for a good few days. When are you going to start fasting? Do you want to start with me? If you want to start with me, we can start. I don't know how long I am going to go because I was originally only planning to go. I was originally only planning to go until next weekend. I think it was. No. Today was going to be day 9, so I was only going to go for 14 days because I was planning to go half of January. You can have coffee, just instead of sugar, use stevia. I can drink black coffee, but I don't really like it. But I'm a coffee addict, so I use stevia for mine. Technically, you can use creamer, technically, but you have to like really, really limit it, and you can only have it once a day, and you're only supposed to do like 50 calories worth or less. So I brew my coffee and then I put stevia in there. And by putting stevia in there, I mean I take a tablespoon and I mount it over, not like humongous mounds, but like where it's like this. I mount it over and do 3 of those to a like 20-ounce cup. Yeah, I researched it and I've been researching a lot and it says that you can do 50 calories or less a day keeps you in ketosis. So you can do your coffee in the morning and it will most likely just help you stick to the fast if you really want it like that. Supposedly is what the website says. Now don't quote me on that, okay? But I mean, it's really up to you. Dad tells me to fast my way, for me to do me, and I always tell everybody, you do you. I've got a ladybug on my floor. They're supposed to be good luck, but I don't understand how this ladybug is even alive because I thought they all died out because of the frost. I'm always the toughest on myself. Like everybody else is just like, oh no, you're doing great. And I'm like, but no, I'm not. I could do better. I'm doing horrible. Stop like being so nice to me. Like I'm a monster. I joke about that. I'm not actually a monster. There are real monsters out there. Monsters are the people that like hurt children or innocent women or even innocent men, it's just those are the monsters. I'm not actually a monster just because I break a fast. I just joke. I've got a weird sense of humor. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because I was in the middle of a movie on my treadmill and I want to finish that movie, but I'm kind of tired. And the kids are already asleep, and I know that Bella is going to probably be up at freaking 6 in the morning. And it's already after 11, probably closer to 11:30 here. I don't even know because I can't check the clock right now, and I don't have a clock in my bedroom. But anyway, it was really nice chatting with you, Heidi, and I will talk to y'all later. Oh, and for any other viewers that are watching, thanks for tuning into the video. Be in it tomorrow. Yeah, I think that I'm just gonna go ahead and wake up and pretend like it never happened. Tomorrow's a brand new day, and I'm gonna fast, and tomorrow's gonna suck because it's the day one all over again, most likely. So, the first 3 days always suck, but once you get past it, it's better. Actually, it might not suck this bad because I didn't like go overboard or anything like that, so maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. I'll see you in the morning. And that's all I can really say about that. I just really wish that I wasn't prepared to fast because I wasn't going to. That's the thing. I was not gonna fast at all. I was actually just supposed to wake up and start doing my steps. That was it. I was going to wake up, start doing my steps. I was going to use my Fitbit to track my food so that I knew that I was getting about 1,600 calories a day, and that was going to be all I did. I was going to slowly lose weight. However, I decided that I was going to be kicking my own booty into action. Decided, you know what? Let's fast too. So, anyway, worst comes to worst, I've already got several pounds off of the holiday weight that I had gained. So, and I'm not going to weigh myself for a couple more days for sure because after eating anything, you maintain that weight for a couple days because obviously it's got to go through your system and come out the other side if you get my drift. But anyway, with that, I'm going to go. I don't know how much I lost, Heidi. I'm assuming with fasting, I generally lose a pound a day because of the calories I'm burning. So I would assume that I probably lost about maybe 15 pounds total so far. But you have to think I generally keep about six to 8 pounds of waste inside my body from food. Yep, but yeah, no, I don't really know what I weigh right now, and I don't want to find out because you never weigh yourself after you accidentally break a fast because then you'll get disheartened and you'll just be like, well, everything I did was a blah 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 blah, and it didn't matter and all kinds of stuff, and you'll feel really bad. So you just don't do it. You don't weigh yourself, and then you give yourself a couple days of being back on track, and then if you want to weigh yourself, go ahead. But Dad says that you never weigh yourself until the end of your fast anyway. And I'm not counting my fast as ended. I'm just going to say I had a bad day today and I'm going to start fresh tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to bid y'all good night. And thanks for everybody for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.